This video is on solving nonlinear systems of equations algebraically. Here's an example. We need to solve these two equations. Now we're going to use algebraic or analytic methods. In other words, we're not going to graph these two equations. We're just going to use algebra and find their common solution. We'll start with the second equation. I'm going to solve this for y. And now notice from the first equation I have an expression for y. I'm going to put that into the second equation in place of y. This gives me a quadratic equation. I'm going to add 7 to both sides and add an x to both sides. That's going to give me a new quadratic equation. I can factor this, solve for x. Now these are my solutions for x. Remember, I'm looking for my ordered pairs, so I need to go back and find y. I could go back to any one of these equations, which involve both x and y, but I rather like this equation since it's already solved for y. So I take this y equals negative 7 minus x, and I'm going to be plugging in x equals 1 as well as x equals 2. First I'm going to put 1 in place of the x. When I solve this for y, I get y equals negative 8. This gives me a point. Since x was 1 and I found that y is negative 8, I get the point 1 comma negative 8. Now I'm going to use x equals 2, plug in 2 for the x, and I find out in this case y is equal to negative 9. So I get a new point. I started with x equals 2. I found y equals negative 9. So I have the point 2, negative 9. These are the ordered pairs which solve this system. In other words, both of these equations can be solved by those 2 points. If we were to graph those two equations, we would find that they intersect at these 2 points. Well, this gives me my solution, namely the 2 points which solved our system of equations.